This is dealing, all right, this is dealing with Timothy's dad and Timothy's mom and Timothy himself. So you're gonna identify who all three of these people are, okay? Now we're gonna start off in the gospel though, in John 7, dealing with the unbelief, right? You know about the gospel, about the feast, the festival of tabernacles. Now this is the part that you gotta understand right here. Okay, in verse 35. Then the Jews, right? The Jews. Remember that word right there that's been highlighted. Iotas. Yeotas. Is Yeotas. Sound like Yahuda. And it is. It's just in Greek. Yeotas. Then the Yeotas said to one another, where does he intend to go so we won't find him? You know, the Pharisees looking for him, right? He doesn't intend to go to the dispersion, right? Among the Greeks. What is that word? Remember that word. Number 1672 in the Greek. Remember that word. And teach the Greeks. Same word, does he? Because they wouldn't like for a Yahuda person to go teach a non-Israelite person, to be specific, the Greeks. Why would a Yahuda go to the Greeks? Why would the Israelite go to the Greeks? Don't you know what happened between the Israelites and the Greeks? The people of Greece? Read Maccabees, the book of Maccabees. You know, being Hellenized, being stripped of your own customs and language and stuff, and you had to learn everything Greek. You know, you can't worship the Most High or nothing. That's why the revolt happened. That's why you had the Feast of Dedication. You see? Now, keep reading. What is the remark he had? You will look for me, and you will not find me. And where I am, you cannot come. Now, see what this has to do with anything? About the Greek. That's what the part is about. About the Greek. About the mother. About the son, too. Let me show you. Alright, just to validate. Through the Greek. You could define these words on your own. I'm just showing you the doors of how to do this when you search in the scriptures. Same chapter, same verse. You see that? Jews. See that? And they go to the Strong's Concordance numbers to it. You could trace it back to the Hebrew. It's a way to do it. See? When you read it. Greeks. Helion. Same number. 1672. Greeks. There go another number just like unto it. Guess what? The same number. Oh, the same number. Hellenos. Greeks. Hellenon is singular. Well, Helen. My bad. Helen is singular. Hellenon and Hellenos. It's the same. It's the same. It's one and the same. It's the same thing. Let's go back. Let's keep going back. You always got to require the past. Look at that. The origin word. Hellas. What they say? A Greek, usually a name for a Gentile usually, so it's most known to be applied to another type of people, mainly people who ain't even Israelite, people who are not Israelites. And here go right here, like just like John 7:35, you got John 12:20. Every time you see this word, that word right there is talking about non-Israelites. You see, even in the INT, it tell you straight up they Hellenists. They let you know that these are not Israelites. Oh, look at that. Hey, GMS, if you watching this, sorry brothers though, but your name is right on it, literally. But you know, this ain't no shot at y'all, but it's straight up truth. It tells you right here, according to the Strongs. You see, a Greek by nationality, whether a native of the mainland or the Greek islands or colonies. You see, these people right here are opposed to Jews. You see, you know, these people are not the same, because in some scriptures, especially in the book of Acts, you see right here, it'll give you the distinction. And there go that word again. See there? There go the word again. The word kai means and. See there? Jews and Greeks. You see that? Now let's see if we can find these two words together when you're dealing with Timothy's mom and dad. Is Acts 16:1 and Acts 16:3. You know, it's right there. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Let's prove it. New Testament say prove all things, right? Trying to do this under 10 minutes. You see, gave you the locations of the two cities, right? You see that? Timothy is a disciple. See there? Look at that. A woman. See there? There go that word right here. Boom. And look, the father. Boom. There go that word. You can't get around it. You cannot get around it. So there is a doctrine out here saying that Timothy's dad is an Israelite. Well, that's from people who don't know biblical Greek. They don't know biblical Hebrew either. You see, you can see that clear in the Greek. You see, this one in 1881. It's the same thing right here. The two words, iotas, and I don't know how to say that in Greek, but if you know Greek, it's the same two words. You cannot get around it. You know, it's a way to learn Greek and it's a way to learn Hebrew. You know, you cannot say that Timothy is an Israelite. His mom was an Israelite, but his dad is a real deal Greek. He's a Grecian. You cannot get around it. He is a Hellen. It tells you straight up. He's a Hellen. You cannot get around it. Here goes synonymous words right here. You cannot get around it. It gave you the Strong's Concordance. You cannot get around it. You got to be aware of the false teachings out here. Follow the Messiah, he'll lead you to all truth, because it tells you plain as day. He is a Greek. Shalom.